Here's something I showed you a while back with a load of other stuff that I got at the flea market on a certain Saturday, but now it's in working condition. This is what's called a Mathis cooler, also known as a late 1940s wooden cased box fan with metal blades. And yes, it's the same Mathis that was responsible for marketing Curtis Mathis TVs and stereos later on. This is a 4-speed fan. High, very high, ultra high, and extremely high. And here's the back of the fan. Essentially all I've done to this is apply a few drops of 3-in-1 motor grade oil onto the motor bearings, and it took off like a top. One day I want to strip the cabinet and refinish it and clean it up good and take the motor apart and clean it. But it's a good performing fan, much better than the current models of Chinese junk from Walmart. Okay, I'll turn this on and give it a little demonstration. This thing moves a ton of air. Lowest speed. And even on the lowest speed, this fan is quieter and moves more air than a modern Chinese box fan does on high. I'll tell you a little story here. A while back I had an old Hunter box fan, probably from the mid-70s. It was from the plastic blade era, but it was still a decent fan. It was kind of beat up looking, but it worked okay. And I let my friend who sells stuff take it to see if he could sell it for me. And I think he marked it at $10 or $15, and some idiot come up there and, "Oh, you want that for that old piece of junk? I can go to the dollar store and buy a brand new one for $6. And he told him to, you can go buy one for that and go to the dollar store and get you one, but it's not going to be the quality of fan is what this is. Oh, bull crap, fan's a fan. You know, there ain't no difference in them." And it just goes to show how dumb some people are. You know, if they had a grain of sense, they'd know these older fans are far better than any of this new crap that you're going to get. In the case of that guy, he was probably just trying to get something for nothing, which, you know, I can understand trying to get a bargain. I'm guilty of doing the same thing, but when I sell things, I feel like I'm offering them for a reasonable price. And, you know, in other words, don't lowball me. You know, if you don't want to pay what I'm asking, move on. But yep, there you go, my late 40s, early 50s Mathis cooler box fan, still going strong after 60 plus years. And by the way the speed is determined is by a tapped coil connected to the speed switch. The motor does not have separate windings. It has a tapped coil, and it determines the voltage going to the motor. I think I paid 25 or 30 bucks for this fan at the flea market, and I don't regret it one bit. I'd rather spend $30 on something like this. It's a good old American-made product that is of good quality and can be repaired over spending 15 or 20 for some Chinese Walmart fan that will do nothing but make noise and move very little air, and then the motor will burn up after 1 or 2 seasons. And this fan does have a nice spin down time, which tells me the bearings are still in good shape. And the louvers here are movable. I believe the purpose of that is so you can set them to direct the air in whichever direction you want it to blow in. Still need to work on that switch a little bit, but that's no big deal. But there you go, my Mathis cooler box fan. Another American-made piece of quality that should be good for several more years. Okay, thanks for watching, and more to come later.